is only one perfect solution, but there are clues that will try to trick our team.
Hello there everyone, my name is Crazy Caleb and welcome to Raster Prime. This module is a nice and easy module to do. It's actually a solo for those of you who know how this works already. And what we're going to essentially be doing here is we're going to be, if we deselect the module, what we can see here is we have a little bit of a pattern that we have, and it can be a wide variety of different things that can happen here. And when we select the module, we can see that two things on the left and right actually appear, and this is going to be part of our submission phase. Now, one of the nice things about this is that you actually cannot strike on this module. It's actually very easy to do, and very easy to understand, and you cannot strike at this module at all. So, let's take a look and let's see exactly what we need to do. And I'm not even going to bother reading the manual because I can explain this to you. So I'm actually going to get a screenshot of this because this is going to be very helpful of me to explain it via marking it. So what's going to be happening here is we're going to be selecting, we're going to be using the left and right symbols, and what we're going to be trying to do is we're going to be trying to find each of these patterns, each of these two patterns in this grid of shapes, and we're going to be using each cell only once. I'm going to use this as a marker here. So we're going to be trying to find these two diamonds, these two little diamond bits, and we're going to be trying to figure out what the pattern is for each of them. Now, technically in this module, there is two individual shapes, and we're going to need to figure out the path for that. But in this case, as you can see, it's pretty easy to follow. We're going to go down here, and then we're going to go up and around. That's kind of the way that this works. So, what we're essentially going to be doing here is, if we take a look at this top bit, and we need to, the number one key that you're going to definitely use for this is start at the topmost cell in this case. So, already what you can see here is if we mark this spot and this spot over here, we can see for a fact that it corresponds to this left bit over here. And if we take a look over here, we know for a fact that this one and this one correspond to each other. So we can do two lefts here, and as you can see, they match this side of the shape here. So that's going to be already a good part of our starting pattern here. So next up, what we want to do here is we then can see these two big diamonds right here at, we'll mark this with red, for example. We'll mark this here, and here, and here, and here. We also have blues here, and this just kind of gives you an idea of what we're looking at here. We're trying to fill in each of these cells exactly once using these two shapes in some way, shape, or form. So these two blues right here, and as you can see, it's all kind of coming together. So we've got reds here, 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 and here, and we've got reds here, and here, here, and here, and here, and here. And this just kind of gives you an idea. We've got some blues down here. So we're just trying to figure out how to use each of these patterns exactly once. So left here, and then we got two reds right over here. Bam, 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 and bam. And as you can see, what we've done here is we've used every single cell exactly once, and now what we need to do is we now need to press this entire sequence using the buttons. And what you need to do is, if at some point, say if I wanted to just spam these buttons randomly, that's Discord, hello Discord, say if we wanted to just spam these buttons randomly and just pray to God that we get it right or something like that, it's fine, because the module itself does not reset. All we simply have to do is enter in the correct sequence consecutively at any given point. It's able to detect that, and it's quite clever how it does it. I think that that's very cool. So, in this case, the way that you determine the pathway is a bit interesting, but I think from what I understand, the best way that I can explain this is if there is a cell that is like, for example, say like these two right here. So the right and the left has an adjacent cell that's down here. That's going to be our next path that we're going to go to. So for example, I'm going to mark this in yellow, and just to visualize it. So it like follows down here, we go down here, we go up here, for example. Then it takes us over to this little bit here, and it's kind of complicated to explain, but it just makes sense. But that's kind of the way that you're going to want to look at that, is it's kind of just, you're going to follow the pathway, and then you're going to go down. It kind of works. So in this case, what we're going to do is with this diagram that I drew here, let's get it over here, we're going to go left, left. We've done these two bits right here. We're going to go right, right. And I'm going to press right at the beginning here just to make sure that we get this right. So we're going to go left, left. It should be right, right. We take care of these two guys. Then we go left, take care of that one little horizontal bit right there. We're going to go left again to take care of this bit right here. we're going to go right twice, take care of this one and this one, mark it with yellow, this one and this one, that was what we just took care of. We're then going to go take care of this one, and this one, so right 3 times. Then we're going to go left, then left, then left, then left, so left 4 times. Then we're going to go right, then right, and that's yourself a block. And as you can see, it starts filling in the pathway that I just did, so that's perfect. And as you can see, it follows exactly just like that. And that's all there really is to this module. That's a very simple module to do. However, it can be a bit tricky to find the paths sometimes, and that just gives you an idea of how this module works. We're using the shapes on the left and right buttons. We're starting at the topmost cell. It always is going to start at the topmost. And in this case, we generated a pathway. So like this, we went here, then here, following this little bit here. Sorry if the marking is a bit long, like bad, and I'm just bad at highlighting things. But this just gives you an idea of how we're determining these patterns. And it's either like you go down left and then up left in this case. So I think it's basically in reading order. So I think it would actually be more of this and this, like a triangle shape. And then we go to here, and then so on and so forth. But it sometimes might curve up, for example. It might curve like up like this as like the pathway goes. But essentially it's just following the pathway and how it generates. That's a bit interesting. And now, here's some of the trickier examples, and it's still actually pretty easy to work with. So let's get the screenshot for this one. Also, hello, Dubai. Okay, and now let's begin marking this one. This one, it's just easier to explain this visually because of the fact that, like, it's just easier to do that way. Now, obviously, this is a solo. This is definitely going to be a solo, and a lot of people already know how to solo it, but this just is giving you an idea of how to visually represent this. So in this case, this is the right one right here. And as you can see, one of the nice things that I'm doing here is I'm actually using every single cell. So that's one of the things that you can determine is that some cells will be off on their lonesome, and they can only be used by one of these two shapes. It just makes sense. Bam, 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 and bam. And now we want to go to the left, so we want to go blue here. So let's go blue, bam, bam. Or no, it looks like it's going to be another right, as a matter of fact. I'm going to contract this too. Bam, bam. Something like that, maybe? Hold on. I've got to be doing something wrong here. Oh, I see what it is. Okay, I think I see it at least anyways. Yeah, this one's a bit tricky. So that's correct. That's correct. Bam, bam, bam. Ah, I see how it works. So it's like this, bam, 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 and then bam, 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 bam. Just like that. It's a bit weird, but it's just how it works. And then we're going to do U. Then we're going to be going over to the other one, finally, for God's sake. Bam, 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 bam. Then back to the red. 1, 2, boom, boom. Then it should be this way. Yep. Or not quite, not yet. We do have to use this one again. We have to use lots of rights, lots of lefts this time, rights this time around. Bam, 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 bam. We use the blue. Bam, bam, bam. Oh, whoops, that's meant to be the blue. This is meant to be the red. I'm gonna mark this as a much clearer blue over it. Yeah, there we go. We're very close to being done, and at this point, you get the idea. Hopefully, at this point, let's start interacting with it. So we've got right, right here now. This will be another right. We just did this bit right here. We can now do left, so we're down here. Left, we did bam, 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 bam. Let's do right again. Bam, 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 bam. This is another right. This is a left. done this little bit, so we're right over here now. Okay, let's take a look. This one's a bit interesting, but I can make it work. I think I can anyways. This should be a left, as far as I'm aware. Actually, it should be two lefts, I want to say. Yeah, because we covered this little bit and we covered that bit. So left twice. We did that one and that one. We should be right down here. Another left. So we did this little bit right here. If you can see my mouse, hopefully. This one, that one, that one, and that one. So that's where we're at. Let's go right. Let's go left. Let's go. Left and then right. And as you can see, it starts filling in. So yeah, there's some kind of pathway. It's not necessarily from down always. It's very simple to follow that. And that's all that really gets to it. The manual itself, not that great of an explanation, and it's really unnecessary to explain all this stuff to you when it's just simply easier to show you how it works visually. That's all that there is to this tutorial. It's a very simple and fun mod to work around with. It is a little bit tricky at first, but over time you can get used to it. As always, thank you guys for watching. Remember to stay crazy, stay cool, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.